Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So in this session, we're gonna discuss about proc format. Okay. So previously, we went through other procedures, and now, and we have few more procedures left. So, one is which is in those one which is proc format. Okay. So you know what are formats and formats, right? So, tell me a brief in a brief. So, what does formats and formats do, ma'am?
So format gives the structure, the output that has to be displayed can be represented using format.
Okay.
And in format we use for the input things. We are
Okay.
giving, yeah.
So on a brief, ma'am, I mean you're up, you're almost there, but
Okay.
your answer has to be slightly improvised. So on a brief,
Okay.
basically informats are useful to write some information in terms of reading data from external source or SAS,
Data
SAS
lines.
data lines exactly. And
Yeah.
formats we use it
Mm.
to write the data. Okay, in formats we use it to
Yeah.
read the data, and in formats we,
Okay.
we use it to write the data only from the existing, only from the existing source, which are data sets, right?
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. So basically, so in order to improvise in terms of, in order to improvise in that case, not only just use formats and formats, which are predefined. Okay, we can even define our own formats and informats using
Yeah.
a function called, so using a procedure called proc format. Okay, we can
Okay.
even store our formats in terms of catalogs. Okay, and we can even call them whenever it is necessary. Yeah, so the syntax is quite simple. I mean, it's kind of a straightforward, but it has its own options. Yeah, so the proc format options. Okay, in value. Okay, in format. So whenever you use in value, which means it is it is creating a in format. So here dollar is an option. So it varies based on numeric or character in format. Old value equal to new value. Okay. So previously, I remember, ma'am, we used proc formats uh, to create, for example, if it is a, you know, for example, yeah, in terms of sex, if we have female and male, we used to, so I'm sorry, F and M, okay, we used to convert them to female and male, right? So,
Yeah.
in those sense, we use proc formats, okay, yeah, and we have the other one called picture format. Okay, picture format is something that whenever we have kind of a, whenever for example, you have a school. In a school, we have quite a few classes. In a class, you want to represent the grades. Okay, you want to provide the grades. So grades will be provided based on the threshold values of the marks, right? For example, if it is above, if it is below 30, what you will do, you will mark them as fail. If it's sorry, below 35, you'll mark them as fail. From 36 to 60, you'll mark them as grade C. From 60 to 80, you'll mark them as grade B. From 81 to 100, you'll mark them as grade A, right? So in the same way, in order to mention those kind of values, in terms of high to low or low to high, we use picture formats. Okay, so let's deep dive into formats, proc formats. So you know what? So in value statement creates in formats, value and picture creates formats. So basically, the difference between informats and formats is informats are used to read data in terms of external file, notepad files, or data lines, and formats basically we use it to read. Sorry, reading data from an existing source and writing it to the output source, which are data sets. So here, so as the operation says, informats work where we read the data. So where do we read the data, ma'am? At the PDV, right? Sorry, I'm sorry, at the input buffer, right? Remember, ma'am, we read data at the input buffer, right? We write data at the PDV, right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yes, Rajiv, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So remember, ma'am, so input buffer is something that where we read the information, and PDB is something that where we just append all the information to the respective column names, right? The same way, so informatics work. So its informatics is to work at data reading, and formats is to work
Okay.
at data writing. So informatics work at input buffer, formats work at PDB. Yeah. So let's
Yeah.
start with a few simple examples. Creating a user defined informats. So till now, we learned how to apply informats which are system defined or predefined. Okay, so let's create our own proc format in terms of informats. So the syntax is proc format in value gender as we are replacing it with a character. So dollar gender sorry, one equal to female and two equal to male. So what are we going to do, ma'am? We are we want to replace one with female and two with male. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. And here we are mentioning specifically sex dollar gender dot. Okay, in format info in format. So what is the column where we want to apply this in format at sex? So how do we apply? Just remember how do we apply in format? Dollar gen dot.
Dot.
That's it. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Once you run this step, it will automatically create values of female and male. What happened? Oh, sorry, you haven't ran this part. Okay, yeah. You see female and male. Got it,
Okay.
ma'am? Yeah. Next one, creating user-defined formats. It will be the same kind of a syntax. The only change is it for informat it is in value. For format it is value. Okay, value gender female f equal to female and m equal to male. Yeah, I'll run this part. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So what we'll do is, so what is it name? Okay, wait, hold on a second. Why is it in different? Okay, name, so ID name, sec team, sec straight, start and end weights. Okay, yeah, apply. Okay, so so what we'll do is, for your sake, we'll directly try with applying format on the data lines. Okay, let's see what happens. Sorry. Is it the second? Yeah, now it should do. So previously, hold on a second, ma'am. Yeah. Okay, we'll just. So here, the informat. So what it is? Gen. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. If you see, gender is not found, let us create our own format. Okay. Own format. Proc format in value dollar. Just a second. Yeah. So in value gender, what is F equal to? Female, M equal to male. Okay, run. Okay, we'll run this part. The gender here. Okay, yeah. So this got changed, and now what we'll do is, upon this, we'll apply this format. Okay. Uh, what happened? Till now. Oh, okay. Create another one. Again, what happened? Yeah. Is there any spelling change in this one, man? Just a second. Hmm, what's happening here? We have F and M. Okay. Second. Why are we still getting this? Different one of us. Sorry. Did you find the issue here? Anyone able to bring out the
It
issue
is
here?
in value. Instead of in value,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
give value.
Yes, yes. Okay, good. Uh, okay. This is in value. So we got the
Okay.
okay now format, and now I'll be changing it to
Format.
format. Yeah, F to M. Right, ma'am?
Okay.
Yeah, now it's
Uh,
fine. So there's something which we use for the only for the existing data sets. Okay. So
okay.
not only data sets, we can even apply it to reports also. Okay. So we can even apply it to proc print reports, proc for report, sorry, proc report procedures. Now whichever we want. So let's try with proc report. Okay. So it's a simple report, normal report publishing based on sex on the ID number, team sex statement and weight. Let's see. So what we have a second. What is DS1 here? Okay. Anyways, I'll This one has female and male. Changing to male and F and M, right? Yeah. Okay, we got F and M here. Right now, you see. So, in terms of this one, we have we want to transform this particular sex to the data in sex in our in the user defined way. So, we use define function, so define statement here in terms of proc report. Okay, so this formats work in proc report also. Okay, any question, ma'am, in the proc report in terms of value and value, both format and format?
No.
In
No, Raj. Yeah.
clear, ma'am?
Mm.
Okay, yes. Let's try with some other formats. So how to do some other formats in terms of colors? Okay, so value. Yeah. So I'll just mention colors. F equal to red, M equal to blue. Okay. So in order to change everything, I'll just remove this part. Then these two here. Okay. Yeah. You see, I saw sorted the data, and here what I'll mention is style equal to. I mean, it's a kind of an option for in proc print where we can just color our data. Okay, so just style equal to background. Regarding proc print, we're going to discuss in the next session, ma'am. But for now, just observe this one: style equal to background equal to dollar color dollar col dot. So which is dollar format dot. Okay, now see what happens here. Hmm, we have a different one. Just uh, okay, sorry. Hmm, just a second. So what does this team have? Yeah, blue green. Okay. Background style. I don't see the style here. Just a second. We'll just see this one. Okay. So background equal to this one. Oh, sorry. In this background equal to this one. This has to change. Anyways, font color equal to green, font weight equal to bold, size equal. Okay, let's see this one. Yeah, something different. Okay. If you see here, ma'am, so we are applying COL F equal to M equal to blue. That is not been applied. So here, we have other colors called foreground equal to green, font weight equal to bold, this font weight equal to bold, and font size equal to 5. And font face is something that, the kind of font which we want is Cosmic Sans MS. Okay. So, so background equal to F equal to red and M equal to blue. This is not being applied. Just a second. This- Not sure why is it coming, ma'am. This. Let's see. Okay, let's leave it, ma'am. I'm not sure, why is it coming in the SAS Studio, but actually this should be coming in normal SAS window. Uh, Ma'am, are you in front of the SAS Studio? I guess, ma'am, there won't be any change on it. Hello?
Yeah.
I mean, are you in front of the SAS Studio, ma'am?
No, sir, I did not open.
Okay, it's okay. Okay. I mean, I'm not sure, why
Oh,
is it.
you want me to try?
Yeah, yeah, please try
I
it.
can open.
Yeah, please
I
try
can
it, ma'am.
open.
Yeah, I guess, it won't be a change, but I'm not sure SAS Studio, what happens SAS Studio. Let's try it out, ma'am. Let me know if you're getting it. Otherwise, it's another disabled option in SAS Studio. You're trying it, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Okay. You see it right, ma'am? This red color.
Yeah, borders, you got the red
Yeah,
color.
but actually, if it, our intention is to create, in terms of F and M,
Background.
yeah, background of F and M to be, what do you call, red and blue. Okay.
Yeah.
And actually,
Background color,
yeah, color, ma'am.
have to mention.
Yes,
Yeah.
color. So that will
So
come
you
as
have to mention background color, the option. If you
which one, ma'am?
mention background color,
This one. Let's try it out. Oh,
you did not
no,
mention background
we
color.
we already have background color, no? Okay, let me see. Okay, we'll mention as red. Okay, this is a different option. Okay, but anyways, I'll just okay. This will give you the background of the entire table.
Okay.
Okay, so what we want is the background of the background color of 6.
Okay.
Okay, so we mentioned here. Our intention to have F as red and M is and M to be blue. Okay, got it, ma'am?
Yeah, yeah.
So all the data pertinent to F will be red, and all the data pertinent to blue M will be blue. But somehow this is not
Mm-hmm.
coming up. Not sure what is the reason. But let's try without. You see, background is not even here. An option in I don't see an option of background in SAS Studio.
If I
Yeah,
use background color, I got everything in one color. Background
no,
color option is working.
yeah, background is working. Even I just saw it,
Huh.
but in actual SAS, SAS, what do you call SAS EG or this. So we have SAS EG or uh, SAS I mean our normal thing, which is SAS desktop version. So no, we should be getting in this way. Just a second. Uh, we should be getting in this way. Okay. So the Fs will be red. No, all the data pertinent Fs will be okay, will be red and mem will be blue. So that's the intention, right?
Yeah,
Okay. But I see here we know we don't have option called background. We only have background color, background image, and background position, background repeat, not the background.
yeah,
You got the point, right?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll see, ma'am. I'll try for a SAS normal, easy or the desktop version.
Okay,
Then I can showcase you that. Okay. We'll
yeah.
have it. I'll try to have it at the end of end of all the sessions. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. And next thing is here we have foreground, font width, which you know it, font size, font face. Okay. So no, this is pertinent to only the fonts of all the data. Okay. Foreground is run this code. Okay. It will be in this way. As I mentioned, foreground as foreground color to be a what do you call it? What is this? Green. So I'll be getting in this way. Okay. Clear, ma'am, here?
Yeah.
Yeah. 207. Okay. Yeah. Next one. We went through ProcFormat and if conditions. You can observe one scenario here. Either we can use ProcFormat or if condition, right? I mean, instead of format, we can directly say if f equal if sex equal to f, then sex equal to female, else male, right?
Yeah, Rajiv, just 1 minute. Sorry to interrupt you
Yeah,
guys.
yeah, ma'am.
Yeah, I was just looking the why it's not working in the SAS studio. So is it something related with the display format? It's saying sometimes it works with the HTML tags. The proc format creates a custom display format using HTML tags. So like we have to output like as a
No, I mean, our
I
okay, I'll just
I
show
don't know
you
if
just
I'm
a second.
wrong.
Just a second. Okay. No, yeah, no, we can output this to be a in a HTML way. Just a second. Uh, I just did the output. Yeah, this is a print option. Either we can print it or sorry. Yeah, this one. Okay. Let's output this one. See here, no change.
Not sure.
I mean,
I
so I
remember
mean,
I did it in the VBA. It was like a very easy command, but I forgot. Uh,
yeah, I mean
Sometimes,
here.
yeah, I
Okay.
it's the color coding is really helpful.
Exactly, but I mean, but eventually, if in real time, you won't be working on SAS Studio, ma'am. No, you'll be working on SAS
Okay,
EG or
yeah,
SAS Desktop version, because
yeah, yeah,
as SAS EG and SAS Desktop are very expensive. I mean, a normal person can't afford it. I mean, it is. No, I mean, the
with
cheapest
the
version is
company, yeah.
yeah. No, the cheapest version of SAS is, I guess, around $700 per year.
Oh,
Yeah. So, it'll have only the basic options and all. Okay. So, I mean, no, I guess the maximum is, 3K, 3K per year. Yeah. $3,000 per year.
wow.
So, for one user, it's not for all, but for one user. Yeah. So, yes, that's the reason, normal, trainer, can't afford it. So, he just gave us a SAS studio, just to make sure to have a little experience on SAS. That's it. Okay.
Sure.
But in real time, SAS studio will be more advanced, ma'am. You'll find more and more options.
Oh, okay, okay, got
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So because here, we don't even have this background option also. You only have
Yeah,
background color, other options apart from background. Yeah, background color, background image, background position, and repeat, but not the background. Yeah, let's see, ma'am. I'll see, if I find, any other option to do that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
thank you, Rajiv.
Yes, ma'am. Yeah. So the next one is, so have you ever found out, ma'am?
What?
Sorry. Ma'am, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever found out that, instead of using proc format, why can't we use if condition?
Mm.
Have you, ever this idea got into your mind? I mean, it is same, right? What we are doing with proc format, we are simply changing the ones to F and F to female. That's it, right?
Yeah.
Then what is the use of writing, using proc format? Did it ever occur to your
Mm.
mind? I mean, strike you, ma'am? Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it's okay. I mean, so you're getting my point, right? I mean, it is,
Yes, yes.
both are same, right? So
Mm-hmm.
if you see in this example, what we're creating, uh, no, we are creating in value 1 equal to F and value of F equal to female, right? Let's try. Okay. Sex value, a female, right? Okay. So we are reading the data and, writing it to the SAS output. Okay. And now you see there's a second approach, which is using if condition. If condition, if x equal to 1, then x equal to female. If x equal to male. We get the same, female and male, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So the only point here is, no, using, I mean, for the, sorry, no, the usage of if condition is, if the condition is small, we can easily go with if condition, instead of proc format. Okay. For example, if you have a large condition, I mean, you see a proc format only with just, female and male, but in real time we have proc formats with more than, 30 to 40 values. For example, just consider this way. You have a data set. It's called a country data set. So it has data for all the countries. Okay, but the country name, okay, in the country name column, you'll have numbers. I mean, numbers. Okay, the numeric values denoting each number to a country. For example, there's a country name called 703 for Singapore, 1210 for India, and 500 to US. Okay, but in the master table, you don't have the country names, but you have the country codes. Okay, so in the usage, okay, whenever you want to display that kind of a data to your, higher officials or, to managers, you can't just display the country codes, right? It will be difficult for them to understand. So what you will do, you will change, you have to change all the country codes to country names, right? You're getting my
Yeah,
point, ma'am? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
So on to that, instead of writing 100 if conditions, I mean, we have oddly, 200 countries, right? So I'm sorry, more than 200 countries. So, you just can't write 200 lines, right? For example,
correct.
if country code equal to 101, then country equal to some, Sri Lanka. If country code equal to 102, country equal to Myanmar. Okay. So instead of that, what you will do? You will just make sure, you will just write an in value, sorry, value, stating that value, uh, CTRY name, which is 101 equal to Sri Lanka. Okay. 102 equal to, take it as some USA. Okay. In this way, and so on. So you can write, 100 lines of code for this, just once, and you can call it wherever you want, right? Instead of writing 100 times of, 200 times if condition. Okay. So if conditions, how many times you write it, that much kind of a space the CPU occupies. Remember, no, ma'am, remember how does if condition work? I told you, while explaining about different where conditions. Any idea how does if condition work? And why do we prefer where compared to if condition? Ma'am? Okay. Uh, uh, Any idea, ma'am? Do you guys remember on it? Anything else? Anything? Hello?
Yeah, yeah. So if condition, it reads all the values and gives the information.
Ma'am. Okay. So, why do we
Whereas
use? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
where where works before PDV and only the required columns are created. So where occupies less memory. That's why we prefer where.
Okay. So, how, I mean, where can't directly go to the required column, right? It just need to search each and every row, right? The same way if works. I mean, if also searches in each and every row, right? Then what is
The
the
thing is, it works after PDV. That's why it occupies more memory.
okay? I mean, you just can't say that it occupies after PDV, right? I mean, there should be a strong example for that, right? I
Correct.
mean, just to say it works after and before PDV, how can how can you justify your answer?
Like if it works inside the data step, it goes like row by row,
Mm-hmm. Then,
the data is read, and then where like filters before the data step.
yeah, I get your point, ma'am. Even where it goes row by row, I mean, it just can't just directly point out the particular row, right? It has to search each and every row, right? So the catch here is whenever you use if, so or where, so what does if do in terms of one single statement? Both perform the same, but in terms of if else statements, what does if do? For example, uh, if the first condition got selected at the third row, okay, and to go into the else statement, what does it do? It doesn't go to the fourth directly. It again go to the first row, and then second, and then third, and then fourth. That's what if do. If if goes on iterations. If goes on searching each and every search, it starts from the first. But for where it only searches only once and gives the data. Getting my point, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the main case, the main difference between if and where. So the same thing here. Getting my point, ma'am? Sorry, ma'am. Pamit, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. So this what people this what I mean the person or the interview required. I mean it's not that, when you say, I mean, yeah, that is okay. I mean, where does if work after or before, where does where work after or before, that's okay to not to just give you answer to the interviewer. But he may sometime ask, why do we use proc format even though we have if condition, right? So proc format has has some more features called some more features where proc format can be called whenever you have the kind of data set where you want to convert the data. Instead of if, we have to write the code again and again. And even on the other hand, once you create proc format and store it, okay, even your teammates can use it. I mean, you can store in the server, okay, your teammates can use it, the same format.
So it works like macros only.
Yeah,
It is an
exactly.
automated. Okay.
Not, I mean, anything, your teammate has to work it out. First, you have to store the particular format in terms of catalog, yeah, in the server, but not
Okay.
in the, no, but not in your workspace. Okay.
Okay.
If you store in your workspace, only you can use it. But if you store, I mean, it's okay, ma'am. It'll be different ball game, but eventually storing is same. Okay, whether it is a server or in your local, it will be the same. Okay, the only path will be different. That's it. Get my point,
Okay.
ma'am?
Yeah, can you give one more example, like the country's example? Here,
Example to which one?
for if to compare if and proc format.
I mean, I gave it's a strong example, right, ma'am? You want one more?
Yeah.
Uh, okay. So one more in the sense, I guess countries is it's it's a bigger one. Just take any example in terms of ages. Okay, just consider ages. Okay, you have a data where
Okay.
you have ages starting from 1 to 100 or 120. Okay,
Okay.
so it's called a demographic data. So basically, banks have a demographic data where all information, okay, from your from your name, your address, your age, your gender, your your accounts, how many accounts are there, all the information, your Aadhaar number, PAN number, passport number, anything, anything which you give to the bank, that'll get stored into one kind of a table called demographic table.
Okay.
Okay, so we call it as it as a demographics. So you have ages, and you want to make sure you want to bucket those ages. So bucketing here means, for example, you are mentioning ages 1 to 10 as kids. Okay, or sorry,
Okay.
ages 1 to 5 as sorry, ages 1 to 10 as kids. Ages 1 to 16 are teenagers. Above teenagers, you call them as college students, and above 22, you call them as adults until 35, and above 35, you call them as you know uh, you know you mention them as above 35 people, and again above from 35 to 50, you mention that to be a range of 35 to 50, and again 51 to 70, because you mention a range of you know 51 to 70, and again from 70 to 90, you mention that to be a 70 to 90, in that way. Okay, so
Okay.
you bucket each and every ages in terms of uh, okay, take an example of 20 ages into one bucket, then next time again 20 ages into one bucket. Okay, and then you apply that bucketing of age into directly into a new variable. Okay, so that'll give you a more refined data where you can just directly go to the bucketing segment and see in which bucket in which bucket in which bucket what kind of data falls under. Okay, so in that way you can do your campaigning work, right? Okay, for example, now you
Okay.
want to send out a campaign stating spend around you know huh, sorry $100 in this month or in this quarter, you'll get a voucher of $1 or $10. Okay, but you want to make sure you send this to people who are of category most spenders. So most spenders come under buckets of ages from 25 to 40 or 50. Okay.
Okay.
So what do? You select only those buckets.
Yeah.
Yeah. So instead of in these all operations, if you use if condition, you have to use if condition quite a number of times, right? You getting my
Okay.
point?
Huh.
Yeah. So you can directly just apply this format to the age, and you'll easily bucket the particular ages.
So if we give like if condition also, if the range, if age
Mm,
equal to 25 to 50,
mm.
then we get the particular list of ages.
Right,
The same
right.
thing happens with the proc format also. I'm not getting the difference between both.
With
Here
the
Okay,
also we
proc
use the
format,
range.
it's like one time hard work. You do it
exactly.
like Rajiv said, you can share with your colleagues and they can also use just that
No,
command and then
yeah, ma'am. So the thing is, yeah. So as Pamit ma'am said, it's a one-time effort. Okay,
Okay.
and on the other hand, for example, you want to use this bucketing, okay, bucketing of age or country into different
Hmm.
different data sets. For example, you have almost 10 campaigns. Okay.
Okay.
So you can't write each and every time 10 lines of if conditions on on each and every campaign, right?
Okay.
You're getting my point, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Just
Okay.
just try writing the proc format once, and you can simply mention format, the format name, that's it. Instead of writing 10
Okay.
lines of code 10 times, which will be around around 100 lines, just write
Okay.
10 no just write 10 lines of proc format once and use it just one line, and for the next on purpose you can simply mention one liner, that's it.
Okay.
Got it, ma'am?
Got it. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the main concern where we use if and where, sorry, if and proc
If
format.
and proc format.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So only to avoid repeating procedures, only to avoid redundancy and repeating procedures, we normally use proc format. Okay, and proc
Okay.
form and in the in terms of CPU usage, the bigger the if condition, the more the CPU usage. Okay,
Okay.
yeah. I mean, I explained you in terms of why CPU usage in terms where discussing on if and where condition. Just if you have any question, just go to the video, ma'am.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So why if has more CPU usage than where condition. Yeah. So that is done. Next one. So yeah. So this is picture format. Okay. So low to high value. So low to high. I mentioned some digits here. Okay. Let's see what are these digits. Okay. I'll run this part. Okay. And now what I'll do, I just simply use this particular. Okay. I'll run this one. Okay. So we have what we have here is yeah, success 1, comma 2, 2, 1 and 2, and income as some 5 lakhs, 4.5, 6.5, in that way. Okay, 0.5 million or in that way. Yeah. And now I'm applying those formats. Okay. One is for gender. Okay. So gender got replaced with female and male. Next one is for income. Okay. Now see what happens to income. We get commas here. Right? Previously it was without comma, and now we got commas here. Okay. So why do we get commas here? Go to the picture format. So so how is this mentioned, ma'am? After three, no, give it a comma. After next two, give it a comma. And the remaining can be a number of digits. Okay. So here I have 6 digits. Okay. So what does it do? After first three, it'll give you a comma. And again next to a comma. Sorry. And again the rest will be same. The same thing it follows for the other rows. Got it, ma'am? Why do we use this picture format?
Low to high, yeah, got it.
Clear, ma'am, Shravan ma'am, on this?
Yeah.
Okay. Picture format. Okay. Yeah. So next one. Yeah. So next is this grade example. So grade. So I want to grade the data of a class. So what is from 60 to 100 is first class, 50 less than 60 is second class, 35 less than 50 is third class. So no, 0 to 35 is 0 to less than 35 but not 35. Okay. So here it is 0 to less than 35. It fail. Let's run this part. Now, yeah, I'll run this portion. I'll run this entire portion at once. Yeah, you see here what we got now? Grade here. So we applied format grade dot. Okay, we can do in this way also. So you say yes, grade, cool, format. What is the format name? Format marks. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Yeah, see here now, the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, same thing here. Yeah, either you mention, either you want to print the data or create a new data set. Just apply the formats. That's it. Yeah. Clear, ma'am? Any question on the picture format? I guess we have a few more examples. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah. Let's see this example. So, okay. From 60 to 100 is 99 first class, 99 second class, third class, and then fail. Okay. Let's see this part. Yeah. What we'll do, we will apply this to more better understanding. We'll apply this to a data. Right, ma'am? That'll be more easy for you to understand what are these 99, right? How did you get it, ma'am? You got this point? Did you get this point, ma'am? 78 first class, 69 first class,
That thing
56.
I understood. The 99 thing I did not get.
Yeah, 99 me that didn't
So which thing,
understand.
ma'am, which thing you understood?
Here the data is 78. We gave the range, so 78 is in first class. We got
Hmm.
it.
Hmm. No,
Like
no, no,
23
no,
is,
no, 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 no.
this is
Yes.
from date. No.
No, that's not the right. Okay. I mean, so if you omit this, okay, I'll do one thing. Okay, just a second. First, I'll show you how do we write it. Okay. Format. What is the format name? Marks. Sorry. marks grd dot run. I'll do one thing. Okay. Uh, yeah. So what is this 99 here? So 99 is something that it is a it is a standard or a predefined function where it considers the marks of the particular no, not the marks it considers the data of a particular column. Okay, so we are saying that if the data is between 60 to 100, it is first class. Okay, if it is if it's in this range, it is second and third and fail. Okay, but what we want is I want even the what is the particular marks of the particular student along with this grade. So on that procedure, we use 99 here. So this 99 represents the column data onto which our format is being used or applied. Sorry, right, ma'am? I'm clear. Clear.
Can you repeat? 99 is used where?
99 is used. So we applied this grade. So GRD to which column, ma'am?
Marks.
Yeah. So what does marks have? 78, 67,
Yeah.
56, right? So the ask is, I want to know what is the I want to know what is the uh, onto which category or onto which grade did the did the student fall along with the marks in only one column. So in that kind of ask, what we do is we use here 99. So this 99 it it just copies the value or the value of the particular column onto which our picture format has been applied. Right,
Okay.
ma'am? If you see the data here, 78, 78, 67, 67, 56,
Um,
56. Yeah, 35, 35, 23.
yeah.
Clear, ma'am? Any question on this one?
If it
Got
is
it.
like employee ID and salaries, and the salaries are in different numericals like lakhs, thousands, then how we use that 99?
So based on the value, ma'am. So
So
hmm,
if this is below 100 and this is 2 digits, so we use 99.
ah,
If it is like 3 digit and some are like 5 digit, so what we use?
just try it out, ma'am. Okay, now let's try it out. Do one thing, just try it out, ma'am. I mean,
Okay.
99 is something that it will use the data of a particular column where we apply the where we apply our format. Okay, so we can develop our
Okay.
99 based on the column data.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So eventually, the function of it is to consider the data in a applied column. Okay, so whether it is 2 digits or 3 digits, just make sure you'll have the enough 99. That's it. Enough digits, enough digits in the format which you're mentioning.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This will be same. Yeah. No, we can even use put. Okay. Why do you use put, ma'am? What is the reason for for using put? Ma'am, I should not see a pause, whenever I ask you a simple question.
Put function to convert numerics to characters.
Okay, how about input? The reverse of it. Okay.
Reverse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because put and input are one of the most important functions where you have to remember at any cost. Okay. So, yeah. So here, what are we doing, ma'am? We're just simply converting our data, which is in what? Numeric to character, right?
Yeah.
And this, oh, sorry. Yeah. Yeah. Clear, ma'am? Yeah. So, okay. So let's complete this one. So this is something called an option of ProcFormat, which is CNT, sorry, CNT-LIN. Okay. So CNT allowed. So no, we have CNT-LIN and CNT allowed, but basically, we just gonna learn about CNT-LIN, CNT-IN. Okay. So basically, so what does it do? It normally no, create formats with the help of SAS datasets. Okay, it creates formats with the help of SAS datasets, and whenever we want to call the particular format, we can call it in a SAS dataset. Okay, so we basically use it in terms of a merge statements. Okay, so ma'am, you remember merge statements?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay, so let's see what is the CNTL in data, pad data, adverse. Okay, let's run this one. Observe carefully, ma'am. So, what is the what is the data in this particular two? So, what is the common in these two data sets, ma'am?
One two four two six three subject ID.
Subject IDs.
And
124266.
I asked you. No, I just only want. So, what key columns I can extract to join these two tables? What key columns I can use to join these two tables? For example, in a new data set, I want the TRT codes, which means treatment codes for these
Okay.
for these adverse data. Okay. So on to which key columns you join, ma'am?
Subjects.
Subject and
Adverse.
got it right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So make sure, always make sure that key columns will not be same every time. Okay.
Yeah.
Key columns, no, the data in key columns might be same, but the column
Mhm.
name will be different. Okay.
Mhm.
So our agenda is to use the key columns, even if they are even if they are same or different. Just always make sure you have the same data. Okay. Next one. So on this one, now we are using. We want to store. We want to store formats. We want to create format based on data step. Okay. Here, using a predefined name called FMT name. Okay. FMT name, format name, on a whole format name. We are mentioning TRT format. Okay. So what I'll do, I'll simply just set pad data. Okay. Rename subject equal to start and TRT code equal to label. Okay. Okay, start and label. So Previously we used to have subject and label and subject and TRT code. We rename them to be start and label and FMT name, which is the format name. This will be stored in the formats. So whenever you want to see what kind of formats have been stored in our what you call in our SAS session, you can directly go to libraries. Okay, in SAS help, search for this one V format. Okay, you get the V format. Okay, so all these are formats which we have created in this session, and these will be stored in V format, SAS VC format. Yeah,
VC form. Okay.
yeah. So whenever you want, you can just check on the VC format, and then you can call whichever format you want. Got it, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here we have stored. So we have created a format name called FMT using FMT name, which is TRT format. So all this data will fall under this TRT format. Okay. And now what you will do, I just want to merge these two data sets. Okay. You see here CNT equal to new. So we are creating a format here. Okay. TRT format already, already it's been, created, but again, I'm creating it. So it's been in the output, TRT FMT. Sorry, when we missed this not work. Same thing, SAS help, search for V, V format. You see, it will be in this way. Though it's not a data set, but it's a catalog. Okay. You see what is V? Yeah, TRT FMT. Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Yeah. Second. What is this new? Yeah, so in the new we got the data, and we are storing this CNT. We are storing the help of CNTL in equal to new. Okay, this format. You see here. So yeah, it's stored in the V format itself. And now I want to perform merge on this. Okay, now see what happens here. Okay, so here what I'm doing, I'm using set adverse. Okay, subject TRT FMT. Okay, what happens? No subject. Is it a different one? Just a second. What is the warning here? To be defined as numeric. Okay, leave it. Anyways, both are same. Huh? Okay. Yeah. So we print this data, and again we use this FMT. So CNTL in equal FMT, which is the format name. Okay, I mean, so we use this FMT equal to so CNTL in FM equal to FMT because we are mentioning here the data set. From this data set, it will catch the format which is under FMT name. Okay, and this FMT lib we use it to print the format information in the. Okay, so there's the format information one, which we have created now. Okay. So it will mention all these formats. So we have an inbuilt option called exclude and include. We can, with the help of exclude and include, we can just mention whichever format we want. So here we want the format of, where is FMT, this one, right? TRT FMT. Okay. So fmtlib, it prints the information about all the formats and informats in the result window. And now what we are doing, set adverse attrib. Remember attrib, ma'am? Why do we use attrib statement? Ma'am, remember attrib statement?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So attrib TRT underscore code label treatment code. Okay. So TRT underscore code is a column. We are mentioning directly. We are mentioning the label. The label of TRT code equal to treatment code. Okay. Okay. Treatment code equal to put of subject comma TRT FMT. So what we are doing, we are just mentioning this format to subject here. Subject here. So now run this part. You see, we got the data as TRT code. So what we want is TRT code, right? So all the matching TRT codes we get here, A, B, B. So what are TRT codes which we have? Treatment codes, we have A and BB. So in this data I have 63, 64, 65, 66. Okay. So in the final data, what we are doing, instead of doing merge, I'm just simply mentioning the format name for it with the help of dataset and then calling it here. This format TRT FMT. So what does this TRT FMT have? The format of this particular dataset. Okay. So this entire dataset will represent this format, and this format I'm calling it on subject. Okay. Subject. Then I'll run this portion. I'll get the TRT codes. So only the matching TRT codes on subject level.
Okay.
Right, ma'am?
Yeah.
Any questions here? I mean, this kind of a
No.
typical, this kind of a typical to understand, but still, we hardly use this condition, ma'am, in terms of formats. Okay, whenever you have large codes and you have few columns to merge, we use this proc format to merge.
Okay.
Okay, and what if we have different data? Okay, if you see here, we have 63, 64, 65, and 66, and next data set we have 3, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, let's see. What do we have? Different data sets. I'm registering the data set with the help of CNTLN. I mean the format name. And then again, so what I'm doing, so I know I'm bringing up the TRT code equal to put of subject comma format name. Okay. So what happened here is I got A. So only A has been the common thing between these two data sets. If you see, 7, 8, and 9 are not there in pad data. Okay. So whichever data hasn't been matched, it will come under ones. Okay. Yeah. The matching data will get the data, but the unmatched data we get ones. Right, ma'am?
Okay.
Yeah. So no, there's another way of merging data sets. Using proc format. We have merge joins, and other one is proc format with the help of CNTLN option. So CNTLN is something that it creates proc formats with the help of datasets. Okay. So through datasets, now we can create, instead of using proc format in value and value, we can directly use with the help of FMT name in a dataset and create the proc format out of it. Sorry, format out of it. And from that format, we can do whichever operation we want. So what does FMTlib do? FMTlib prints all the formats and all the formats information into the result window. Sorry, yeah. Any question, ma'am, in terms of proc formats, in value format, and picture format?
It's pretty clear. I'll go through the video once more.
Yeah, please go through that, ma'am. And Yeah, so we have few more options in the proc format handout. Just go to those, ma'am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Ma'am, for tomorrow, can we have a session at morning, ma'am? I mean, around between 7 to 8 or 8 to 9. I
7
mean,
to 8
AM.
IST?
Yes, IST, AM, ma'am. Yeah.
I mean,
No.
our evening time, right?
For me,
Yes,
it will be night.
That's
Can
okay.
you
Tomorrow, Friday. Yeah, night time is okay for me tomorrow.
can you tell the timing?
yeah.
I
How
at
about
what time you are able?
8 to 9 IST? I don't have my mobile here. Just a second,
Can you make it 9 after 9 IST?
So, where do you stay, ma'am? CST or EST?
EST, but I have some work at you are 7 to 8,
Oh,
7 to 9.
okay. 7 to 9,
So
8
before
p.m.
that time, can you take or after 9?
8 a.m. IST to. Okay. CST, right?
I live in EST.
Okay. EST, which is okay. 10:30.
Yeah, I have some work. I'm not
Oh.
available.
mm. So you mean how about 8:30, ma'am?
8:30.
Which will
Can
be
you make
11.
it 9? 9, it's okay for me. I can manage.
Okay, 9 to 10. Yeah,
9
okay,
to
ma'am.
10?
Yeah, that's fine for me. 9 to 10 is fine for me.
Yeah,
Is it okay, ma'am?
it's
Permit
okay.
9 to 10 for you?
I'm fine in the evening. Yeah,
Okay. So you stay in CST, right?
I'm in CST. Yes,
So
yeah.
by the way, ma'am, where do you stay? In which states?
I am in near Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's we have like Chicago time.
Oh, okay,
Chicago
okay.
is like 200 miles from my place.
Okay, correct, correct. How about you,
Mm.
ma'am? Shravani, ma'am, where do you stay exactly?
In Atlanta.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So you stay in CST and ma'am stays in EST. Okay,
EST, yeah.
okay. Fine.
One
It's
hour
okay.
difference between our timings.
Yeah,
Oh,
my
okay.
sister lives in Atlanta, so I know that.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, no issues, ma'am. Yeah. So then tomorrow at 9 p.m. Sorry, 9 a.m. for 9 a.m. IST.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, sir.
yeah.
I can join.
Ma'am, one more thing, ma'am. So, I'll try to wrap up most of because after this proc formats, we'll have two more formats and then again, sorry, two more procedures. I'll just
Hmm?
a second. Stop recording. Yeah.